Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are tackling a massive, incredibly common challenge that plagues almost every organization out there, transforming those messy, overwhelming data dumps into tailored, active decision-making tools. If you've ever looked at a dashboard and felt completely lost, or, on the flip side, felt like the data was just way too high level to actually be useful, believe me, you are not alone. Today, we're going to learn exactly how to design dashboards that truly drive leadership decisions and business outcomes.
So let's start with a pain point I know we've all felt. According to data and analytics expert Nikolay, the single biggest mistake teams make when reporting data is simply giving everyone the same dashboard. I mean, it sounds democratic, right? Just give everybody access to everything. But in reality, this one-size-fits-all approach is a recipe for complete organizational paralysis.
And here is exactly why that happens. When you force the exact same view across the entire company, you immediately create two distinct, really frustrating problems. On one side, your executives get completely buried in too much detail. They are drowning in noise and just can't spot the actual business signals. On the flip side, your operators, the people actually in the trenches running campaigns and managing systems, they get a dashboard that is entirely too high level to fix anything. It's like the executives are lost in the weeds, and the operators are stuck staring at the clouds.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for how we're going to fix these broken reporting structures today. We'll cover 1. The granularity shift, 2. The 3 layers, 3. Real-world scenarios, 4. The diagnostic deep dive, 5. 6 pillars of governance, and 6. Active decision tools.
Section 1. The granularity shift. Tailoring detail to the audience and the decision.
Now, you might be wondering, what does that actually mean? Well, this shift is absolutely the fundamental paradigm required for effective design. For years, the default question in analytics has been, how much data can we possibly show? We basically wanted to cram every conceivable metric onto a single screen. But actually, scratch that. The much better question is, who is using this dashboard and what decision do they need to make? We have got to stop prioritizing volume and instead focus strictly on the user's specific role and the actions they need to take. The detail has to be meticulously tailored to the audience.
Moving on to Section 2, the 3 layers, structuring information for decision speed.
Okay, so this is the core framework that filters out all that noise and prevents information overload for your executives. Think about dashboard granularity in these 3 distinct layers. First, the executive layer. Second, the marketing operations layer. And third, the diagnostic layer. Granularity absolutely must follow the audience's needs. You literally cannot mix these up, or you're going to end up right back at that messy view we talked about earlier. Let's break each of these down.
First up is the executive layer. When you're designing dashboards for high-level leadership decisions, you have to realize that executives need a summary. They need decision clarity. They definitely do not need to see every keyword, ad group, UTM parameter, or CRM field. If you put that on their screen, you are actively failing them. Instead, an executive dashboard must answer these specific questions. What changed? Why does it matter? What is the actual business risk? What's the opportunity? And what decision should we consider? By filtering out the noise and prioritizing business risks, you simplify complex data into real executive clarity.
Now, moving down the level, we hit the marketing operations layer. This audience needs significantly more detail than the executives. They need to know the how and the where. Which channel changed? Which campaign actually performed better? Where exactly is the wasted spend? Which source produced the qualified leads? This is where your SEO, paid media, landing pages, and content all need to connect so the team can adjust their operational strategies on the fly.
Section 3, real-world scenarios, granularity in action across different industries. Let's actually apply these theoretical layers to some real-world scenarios. This brilliantly illustrates how specific user roles totally dictate dashboard needs. Take a cybersecurity business versus an e-commerce operation. Notice how the metrics completely change. In cybersecurity, an executive just wants to know, hey, did qualified buyer interest increase? But the marketing team, they need to know which specific service pages got buyer intent traffic. Meanwhile, over in e-commerce, an executive dashboard might just track high-level orders. But the operational dashboard has to track whether customers could find the product, understand the options, and actually complete the checkout form. The e-commerce buyer path and the cybersecurity lead generation flow dictate entirely different metrics depending on who is sitting in front of the screen.
Section 4. The Diagnostic Deep Dive. Exposing Hidden Technical Truths.
All right, we're shifting focus to the deepest layer of granularity now, This is where technical realities and broken processes really like to hide. Picture this. You're an operator, you open up your dashboard on a Monday morning, and massive red text screams at you. Leads dropped. Talk about a panic-inducing scenario, right? Your immediate thought is that the marketing campaigns are totally failing.
Now, what's really interesting here is how the diagnostic layer exposes the actual technical failures masquerading as performance dips. The dashboard says leads dropped, but the diagnostic layer reveals the actual truth. Your marketing is fine, the real issue is just a broken form. Or maybe a dashboard says traffic increased, but the real issue is just a spike in bot traffic. Maybe cost per click looks amazing, but those cheap clicks are low quality and never convert. This is exactly why the diagnostic layer is absolutely critical.
Operators need diagnostic truth to expose these hidden technical issues. To fix broken processes, they have to monitor deep technical details. Did tracking work correctly? Are the UTM parameters consistent? Did the form actually capture into the CRM? Were there CMS changes, broken redirects, caching issues? These are the common technical barriers that force the diagnostic layer into much deeper detail than the other two layers. Because think about it, if you don't track these technical details, inaccurate data just bubbles right up and poisons the leadership decisions at the very top.
Section 5. 6 Pillars of Governance. Rules for maintaining trusted data sources.
So if you actually want to rely on those 3 layers we just built, you need ironclad rules. There are exactly 6 core pillars required to achieve effective dashboard governance. If you miss even one of these, you risk generating messy, unreliable metrics that will completely destroy trust in your reporting.
Think of this as your checklist for an immediate dashboard on it. Every single metric on your dashboard must have these 6 things to ensure data trust. Number 1, a clear definition so everyone knows what the metric actually means. Number 2, a trusted data source. Number 3, a specific owner who is accountable for it. Number 4, a documented refresh cadence. Are we checking this daily, weekly, monthly? Number 5, a strict quality check protocol. And number 6, it absolutely must have a clear business action tied to it. This governance links your data quality directly to specific executive outcomes.
Finally, Section 6, Active Decision Tools, moving beyond passive report generation.
This is about the final transformation, moving from basic data dumps to strategic, outcome-driven assets. We have to contrast a passive report against an active decision tool. A passive report just generates and throws more data at you. It's just a snapshot. But an active decision tool, that is designed specifically to help the right person make the right decision faster, with data they can completely trust. The true value of a dashboard lies in accelerating user decision speed, not in increasing data volume.
So, the crucial point is this. A key performance indicator, a KPI, is not just a number on a screen. It is a business signal. Every individual metric you put in front of an executive, an operator, or a technician must serve as a reliable, actionable signal that points toward a clear business reality.
Which brings us to a final, pretty provocative thought to ask yourself as you look at your own screens today. Are your KPIs just numbers, or are they true business signals? I challenge you to audit your dashboards right now using the 3 layers and the 6 governance pillars we just covered. Filter out the noise, tailor the granularity to your specific audience, and transform your messy views into powerful tools for leadership decisions. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will see you next time.